let's talk about the new record real quick. Andro is the new record. It's coming out October 16th. It's another foray into hip hop for you, of a long career of messing with hip hop and rock and roll. When I listened to this thing, it definitely sounded of the time. What can you tell me about the inspiration for this record when it comes to a new generation of musicians?
Well, fuck, I'm still a kid, so that's probably a good place to start. I'm inspired, motivated by, fuck, man, so many things, man. I mean, sonically, a sound will inspire me. I'd be like, oh, that's fucking dope. Let me make a beat to that. Or, jump on a synthesizer or play in some drum. I get inspired with all kinds of stuff. And, sonically, in the last few years, there's been a lot of good, sounding shit. I get motivated by fucking energy, that moves me. If it's making me go like this or fucking want to break something or dance or fuck whatever, that's what I feed on.
There's a lot of energy in a lot of these musicians that you've brought in to be a part of this record. Can you tell me about contacting them and what made you want to collaborate with them?
Yeah, dude. I have a list that I've compiled over the last few years of people that I would love to collaborate with. I'll find artists, people will turn me on to, or I'll find them and I'll make a note of it, like, fuck, this person's killer. I really love what they do, blah, blah, blah. And in writing the record, I would always just kind of go to my collaboration list. As I get the tracks down, I'd go, oh my God, fucking Tops would just, Push, her real name's Nikki, Push she would fucking murder this track. She would kill it. And reach out to them and have them come by here and we'd finish the track. So, and that's pretty much how the whole record went. It was a pretty organic process, the music would dictate what it needed, what vocal, what style. Some of it was done remotely. There's a track called Soma Coma, where my buddy Shotty, he lives in the UK. So I sent him the track. He sent me vocals back, back and forth. Ain't Telling Me Nothing, same thing, Pavin. He lives in the UK also. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, everything else is done here. Cool.
Let's talk about Post Malone a little bit. Obviously,
yeah.
He's such an interesting guy, such a talented artist. He's such a great representative of both hip hop and heavy metal, I think. And he named a song after you. That's got to be a pretty big deal for you, huh?
Dude, it's fucking so weird and cool and full circle. And I mean, I fucking, I played drums on his Beer Bongs and Bentley record. So I've known him for a couple of years and he's a super rad, he loves fucking rock and roll music. And I don't know, a lot of people would know that until recently. He just played like 2 hours doing Nirvana covers. Did you see some of that?
Yeah, he did a great job.
Yeah, fucking killed it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can tell he's a big fan of, a lot of different things. So when the guys approached me, they're like, fuck, we got this song called Tommy Lee, would you want to remix it? And first of all, I was just like, I was tripping. I was like, what? That's fucking wild. And then of course I want to fucking remix it. Let me put my seed on it.
Obviously you're going to be busy in the coming year or so when Motley Crue does the stadium tour with Def Leppard. Everyone's excited for that.
Go.
Yeah, I mean, where does the solo stuff fit in with your future plans?
Well, I mean, I was always planning to release Andro, now, and the whole record in October. I was planning on doing that anyway, just kind of while Motley was on tour. So now that that's pushed back, I've been sitting here trying to think, fuck, it'd be, maybe you know, maybe there's some way, you know, a lot of people are doing these kind of broadcasts. Maybe there's some way, because I learned my lesson in methods, having so many different collaborators, trying to get all those fucking people together to go do a bunch of shows. Dude, almost impossible. Well, no, it is impossible. I'd get people, if, you know, in certain cities to come by and rip it. But I thought, you know, now that we're in this situation, maybe I could put together, you know, a one-off and just film it and blast the shit live, which would be rad, because I could definitely get everybody together, or remotely even, for one rip, right?
Again, like, you've always been somebody who, when you feel like you want to do something creative, you just kind of go do it, whether it's music or if it's, you know, putting a book together, doing a reality show, or whatever it is. What else is in you that maybe you feel like you need to get out creatively, if there is something?
Fuck you, that's so funny. I was just talking to my manager the other day. I'm like, dude, I have, because of the situation we're in now, but, you know, my record's been done for a while, so that's kind of on its way and out. During the, you know, pandemic stuff, I've been here just writing like fucking mad, dude. And I called my manager. I'm like, yo, Rick, dude, I have almost another record ready. He's like, yo, take it easy, Turbo. We haven't even fucking released this one. Hold on a second. And I'm like, dude, it's fucking rad. Like, so I'm just continuing to work on that. I think in this time now too, till the Motley tour starts, if there's some way I can get to, dude, I wanted to fucking, you know, those squirrel suits where people fly fucking.
Oh, yeah.
You know, with the things, right?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Dude, I want to do that so fucking bad, that now might be the best time to do it. It's a lot of shit. You got to do so many base jumps, so many skydives, so many. There's a lot of training. You don't just put on a suit and just go, I'm flying. So I don't know. That's maybe next. Maybe now's a good time to go do that.
Yeah,
get that out of my fucking system.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, skydiving it's better than any drug you can do, really, huh?
Oh, it's the best, dude. It's the best.
When it comes to the Motley Crue reunion and the tour, I imagine that this was pretty much spurred on by the success of The Dirt, right? Do you think that's kind of what was the catalyst of it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that just like a whole grip of new fans, and you know, that movie turned out really cool, and I think one of the coolest things, I think, and I've talked to a lot of them, a lot of younger people who had never even heard of Motley had watched this, and it's so cool because they pretty much globally, they all kind of say, man, what a fucking rad time to live in, man. Fuck, we missed it, you know? But they're like, we missed it. It's not like that anymore. I'm like, no, it will never be like that anymore. That was a time where, like, fucking everyone ran shit till the wheels fell off, popping fucking wheelies in fourth gear, free for all. Like, that's just how it went down. There were no cell phones, no cameras. You could get away with fucking murder, dude. Literally murder. And it wouldn't be on fucking Instagram the next day. I mean, it is such a fucking, I really cherish that time because I just know that it'll never be like that again. And it's cool that fans, you know, that we gave them a peek into, well, a big fucking peek into what it really was like. And I think Jeff Tremaine did a great job directing that movie. That was one of his promises to us. Was, dude, nobody else can direct this fucking movie. I got it, because I'm gonna take everybody right back to that time when they're watching it. They're gonna feel like they were there, and he fucking nailed it. And the the cast nailed it. So, but yeah, the movie definitely just had this big crazy resurgence. I mean, fuck, we weren't planning on touring, dude, at all. We were done.
Right.
2016, I remember New Year's Eve, we all said goodbye, and we were like, that's fucking mic drop. See ya. Right? And then fucking the movie came out, and all of a sudden, you know, we get calls about, you know, about doing a fucking stadium tour, and we were like, whoa. And we weren't really fucking thinking about that. And we were like, well, fuck, we've never done a stadium tour. That's fucking insane. So we said yes. And then they put tickets on sale, and the fucking thing just like sells out everywhere. And I was just sitting, I was like fucking walking around pinching myself going, what? This is fucking weird. But the movie did a lot of shit. And fuck, boy, it's fucking rad.
Absolutely. And
Wow.
it was stuck in development hell for a long time. It took a really long time to get made. Was that a frustrating period of knowing that there was this movie and you know it would be so good, but for some reason it wasn't getting made?
Yeah, dude, I know that thing just went through, fuck. That thing went through hell. That thing was like the fucking, I don't know. It was like the redheaded stepchild that just kept getting bounced around from family to family that nobody wanted or something. Like, not that they didn't want it, it just took for fucking ever. But it finally got done, and fucking stoked, man. But it's had a life, bro. The thing's been trying to get made forever.
So when you were talking about how things used to be so crazy back in the day, you could get away with anything, etc. You know, it's sort of, I feel like that's absolutely true, but there's also a lot of new talent, a lot of hip hop guys who you can see them, you know, getting into the same trouble as like a lot of the rock stars did, going down the same paths. Some of them, unfortunately, aren't with us anymore. You know, as somebody who walked down that path and, you know, was as crazy as anyone else and survived and, you know, had a flourishing career, thankfully. What would you say to these kids when you see them coming up and getting their first taste of fame and the temptations that come with it?
Oh my God, dude. That's a tough one because, you know, shit, you know, there was people around me and still are today that, you know, give me advice and I don't fucking listen. So it's hard to sort of give somebody that, you know. I think, you know, people can advise you and all that shit, but at the end of the day, you're gonna do what you're gonna do, and whether it's good or bad, and it's shit's meant to be, you know, you're supposed to fucking fall down and bump your head and get back up, and, you know, get in trouble and fucking figure your life out. Like, if you don't do that, you're sort of like walking around in bubble wrap, and that's no way to live either. You're just like, you know, I don't know. I'm terrible at giving fucking advice, man. You know what? Just fucking run it, and fucking don't hurt nobody else or yourself, and fuck, everything should be cool.